guys, welcome back to Shetland, right up the very top-ish somewhere, I think, I'm not really sure. But I've joined Tom again this evening after work, and hopefully today we've got something very special to bring to you. So Tom has invited me along this evening, and we're going to be targeting something that I've never, in my nearly 48 years and almost 40 years as an angler, never had the opportunity to target before, and we're targeting common skate. So Tom's got his one rod. Obviously we don't want lines crossing if we hook into one of these barn doors, and also heavy line for the skate and for abrasion resistance against the rocks. So Tom's just setting up. Once he's set up, I'll put the camera on Tom if he's happy, and I'll let him talk you through the setup and the equipment. But yeah, it promises to be really special, guys. If we can hook into one of these things, it's going to be electric. So let's go do it, guys. Let's get a rod in the water and let's go and catch a skate. Thanks for joining us. Tight lines, everyone.
Okay, so what I'm baiting up with today is squid, big squid, and I'm going to put a bit of salted mackerel on there, which I think is about 2 years old, but we'll just have to see how it works really. So I'm using a bait tool here, which is called a bait mate, which is the bait mate, yeah, which is ideal for big baits like this. Skate necessarily, they won't. You don't need a real massive bait really. You know, people tend to use like a full joey mackerel or you know, which obviously is hard to cast. So we're just using this size of bait today. You know, skate will generally eat anything. You know, they eat a lot of stuff that's been on the seabed for a long time. You know, it's rotten. Let's give it a go with this. I'm using 150 pound mono as the main trace, which you know, which is what you need really, because the tail on a common skate, it'll cut through your line. You know, if you haven't got a decent size mono. So I'm just whipping this on with really strong bait elastic.
And what size hook is it, Tom?
It's a size 12 mustard, and as you can see there, I've taken the barb off. Because what it is, if you hook into a skate and it breaks you off, or you know, you can't get it back off the bottom, and it's left with a hook in it, and it's got a barb on it, it'll be dragging all your gear around. Yeah. For a long time. I mean, these hooks do corrode eventually, but it's just not fair on the fish.
So in all principles of our fishing, guys, our primary concern really is fish care.
Yeah, welfare of the fish really.
Yeah, whether that's game fishing, coarse fishing, big sea fishing, you know, we've got to consider the welfare of these fish. Yeah, if we're not,
I mean, they are protected
to eat.
I mean, they are protected, so you know, you've got to look after them.
Absolutely.
So what I'm using today is an up and over rig. You can also use a pulley rig, but because it's pretty steep here, you really want to be using an up and over.
And that'll allow you to get distance on the cast as well, when it keep it all streamlined.
Well, I'm keeping it streamlined, you know, which you would do with a pulley rig as well, but this lays the bait on the bottom, so it's easy for the fish to find. And I'm just going to clip it in there. I'm using a splashdown, Gemini splashdown clip.
Thanks, Tom.
No worries.
Right, so Tom's going to send it, and then we'll give him another moment of fame, and we'll let him just talk about his rod and reel setup.
Yeah, I'm just setting the drag so that, you know, when the fish runs, when the skate picks the bait up, it doesn't pull my rod in. So, yeah, it should be fine.
And what pound braids that you're fishing with, Tom?
That's 78 pound Dyna braid. It's 8 strand.
Okay.
So it's pretty good stuff. Nice and thin, so it'll cut through the tide.
Yeah. And in terms of your terminal, your rod and reel?
Yeah, I'm using a rod I built myself. It's a Century T1000, which is basically one of the most popular rods. Well, one of the main rods they use for skate fishing because it's built for its job. Really, the blank, you know. It's a heavy rod rod. You know, if you're fishing in kelp and stuff like that,
you need the back power, don't you?
And this is one I built myself. Yeah.
What length is it? 12?
No, this is 1410. So that's nearly 15 foot, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a big rod, but it's difficult, you know, casting in tight places with it.
Yeah. And then we've got the Pen Spin Fisher 7.5,
yeah,
which, as we all know, is just an absolute powerhouse.
It's brilliant.
It's all for the job.
Brilliant.
Great, thanks Tom.
No worries.
Well, let's hopefully we'll get a bit of a. So if the skate picks up, is it quite a? Do they tend to just slowly run? Well,
you'll get like a small rattle when it's sitting on top of the bait. When it's sitting on top of the bait, you know, feeding on it.
Yeah.
The rod will just, you know,
gently tap.
Gentle tap, and then all of a sudden you'll get a run.
Right. They tend to be quite screaming runs.
Well, it's not screaming, just the rod will bend right over.
Yeah,
it just depends. Yeah. I mean, you know, some big fish out there.
Fantastic.
So fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I just catch a big dogfish, too big the hook for a dogfish, isn't it?
Oh God. Need to be a mako shark to get that thing in its mouth.
So we'll just sit and wait now, eh?
Yep, sit and wait. Right guys, we're going to sit and chill for a bit. I have brought with me an 8-weight fly rod, salt rod, with a sinking line and clousers for the pollock. But to be honest with you, I might get it out, might not. For now, I'm just going to sit and enjoy the scenery in Tom's company and wait for this big girl to bend over. So thanks for joining us guys, and then we'll come back to you when we've got a barn door attached. Thanks Tom.
No worries. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay, we're going to call it. The tide just isn't right. We haven't even had a dogfish bite, so we're going to call it. The tide's getting low. We've pushed our luck and hoped to get a fish, but it was just the wrong time of day. And Tom and I have just been sat here laughing because we've had a little bit of a disaster, which I'm not going to tell you anything about now. You'll learn all about it, and it might just make you giggle. But yeah, it's been a good experience. Good to see how Tom fishes for these. Like I say, it's not something I've ever done before, so it's good to see the heavy gear being used. Thanks for bringing me out, Tom.
No worries, pal.
It's been a pleasure.
Better luck next time, I think.
Yeah, better luck next time. And next time
we were too late for the tide rally. We should have been here 2 hours before high tide, but we didn't get here till gone 2 hours afterwards.
Yeah, because I was working. So, but yeah, it was nice to see the gear in use and at least have a bash, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've given it a go. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. Tight lines, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Cheers, Tom.
Cheers.